I hope you guys aren't under any illusions that Elon Musk will make freer speech on the Twitter platform for men, that he's not going to be the typical white knight and stop men from bullying girls, quote unquote bullying, and talking mean to girls on the Twitter. I'm look, he's such a typical guy. Divorces some woman and jumps on together with Amber Heard of all people. And he offered Amber Heard security for Johnny Depp. That's a guy who's a real fellow bro, isn't he? He's a typical guy. He's a billionaire. He gets together with some actress. She wrenches him and he starts the process all over again. He'll continue as long as he's wealthy enough to do that. And we'll get into a couple of things in this video. Who is it here? The Democracy Now! But the people talking themselves make me gag because really, I call him Elon Musk, as bad as he'll be, he probably won't be any worse than these people. But anyway, we'll hear this.
We've seen Musk demonstrate time and again that he doesn't really have a commitment to protecting our democracy. His number one objective is to protect himself and to advance his own interests. So when we hear Musk saying, I'm a free speech absolutist, everything goes, that means also that hate and harassment goes. The kind of hate and harassment that shouts down women and people of color.
This is what I'm talking about. I had to listen to this person spew this garbage, putting the most privileged group of people, women on the planet, in with minorities. These are the people that had control of Twitter. No wonder men were always being silenced. So Elon Musk won't make things better, but to be honest, I can't see him making it any worse.
That's not actually how we achieve the balance of free speech. Moreover, Musk has also really not lived up to his self-proclaimed free speech absolutist values. In fact, he called on the Chinese government to censor folks who were criticizing Tesla. So
that's all you need to hear from Musk. You can't criticize him. So he's full of shit. And everyone knows he's full of shit when he talks about an open platform. People won't be allowed to come on and criticize him or anything he does. So you guys think that Musk is going to have a girlfriend and the girlfriend won't be the queen of Twitter? You think Elon will be sitting in his chair and his wife or girlfriend, whatever comes in, says some guy mouthed off at me, he's not going to say, oh, well, here's a special button that you press to silence them and ban them. Of course he's going to do that. Come on. Of course he's going to do that. That's the only other thing that's worth hearing on this particular video.
We'll see whether or not he even actually wants to do that, given the fact that when it's criticizing him, he has no problem silencing speech.
Randall,
Exactly. The same. He's just confirming it, right? And so this guy, trust me, he's going to get Twitter and he's going to be a white knight and block men's speech, block men from arguing with the precious uber humans. Just as much as these guys. These tradcons are the same as these scumbag feminists. And this guy went on about Black Lives Matter, which is feminist-run organization. So I mean, Twitter, come on, guys. Let me show you something. In just a minute. Let me show you someone who is speaking down here, William Knight. And he's got it. Let me increase the size, see if I can't get it a little bigger. Yeah, here we go. So he puts it pretty well in a nutshell. Elon Musk, or sorry, Elon cannot possibly any worse than the current stooges who run Twitter, which I would put money on that myself. Those sorts literally pull new rules and terms, policies, no matter how absurd and indefensible, straight out of their own rear ends. Whenever they have a vendetta against any Twitter user who's behaved strictly within platform rules and norms. I think this guy, William Knight, is actually hitting the nail on the head. He's being honest. This is one of the major reasons why people are so disgusted with the current abusive, arrogant Twitter administration. Exactly. So I'm just pointing out in this video that Elon Musk won't make it better for men. Men are the minority demographic that gets zapped. It does not matter how well you behaved on your platform, nor how long you've proven yourself on the platform. If any of these tiny infantile tyrants dislikes anything about you, even if they're just a bigot themselves, yes, they make up new rules and policies on the fly and sucker punch you with them. When they've decided to target and banish you, you get the peculiar experience of having your first ever violation abruptly lock down your account with no first time temporary suspension. That's right. This guy is speaking from real experience. An absolute refusal to allow you to bring your account back into compliance with whatever you allegedly have violated. Yeah, their terms, their rules they're always vague, aren't they? And they never are specific with you. You are completely denied normal protocol, which is afforded to first-time offenders. They also refuse to specify what rule or policy you violated. That's right. So you cannot pin them down on anything specific when discussing your situation in public. That's right. I've seen this a lot myself. There are some true doozies where it comes to Twitter policies and rules, which Twitter administration has invented. I know of at least one which doesn't even exist to address an actual problem on the platform, but instead appears to exist for no other reason than to use as a weapon in banishing certain minorities from the platform. I should ask him what minorities he's talking about, because they also use it to banish the majority of men. It's really disgusting stuff. Twitter admin should be ashamed of themselves. They have the worst integrity imaginable. Oh, hate speech and bullying are rampant on Twitter. So long as it's aimed at the minorities, Twitter's administration do not like, yes, or find inconvenient to have around. They will host stuff that suddenly violates TOS, rules and policies, while refusing to take action against it. That's right. How come hey, I should ask William Knight, hashtag kill all men. Is it not shown up in Twitter whenever they feel like it? I bet they do. Again, Twitter admin, especially of the last few years, have been bottom of the barrel. Hypocritical bullying creeps. Yeah. I speak from personal experience as a left-leaning human rights liberal. There you go. What flies as normal procedure on Twitter today is wrong, wrong, wrong. It's gutless injustice, meted out by faceless cowards who attack and silence people that are trying to do good in this world. I just hope this change opens the door to my clearly assassinated account being restored to full functionality. If not, we'll know if Elon is no free speech absolutist. Well, he's not. He's not William Knight, because these guys themselves admit that he will silence, people's opinion. And I just want to bring up this young lady again. Where is she? Just a minute. This woman who talks about, women along with minorities getting bullied. You think isn't involved putting all these rules to just throw men who defend themselves in any way as a man, as a sex? Come on. These people are disgusting feminist. Twitter is a feminist cesspool. And like I say, Elon Musk isn't going to make anything better for us. But let me tell you something else. He's not going to make it worse. As far as I know. If he does make it worse, it just means all the conspiracy nutters will be able to rant. But it won't save men's opinion. It won't allow men to fight for their rights on the platform. So in that regard, it'll be worse. So anyway, that's what I have to say about Elon Musk. I'm sorry, but I have to say, if I have to choose between him and these cretins, it'll be him. believe it or not.